there, my name is Margaret and this is Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make some Italian bread. I got this recipe by Pasquale. He's the Italian baker, or chef should I say, and my cousin's the one who told me about him. So I was looking at some recipes. I said, ooh, let's make some Italian bread, because today I'm going to be making marinara sauce. I said, oh, that sounds good with it. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is get a large bowl. In this large bowl, you're going to do 2.5 cups of bread flour. Make sure it's bread flour. Also in this bowl, you're going to get 3/4 of a teaspoon of sugar. Then you're going to get 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Let me put my olive oil in. Got my olive oil in. And then next what you're going to do is actually it's 2. Give me 1 moment. It's 2. I knew I did it wrong. So you put 2 in there. And then you're going to get 1/4 of warm water. And you're going to mix it with your 1 tablespoon of yeast. I already have it in here. So the next thing we're going to do is pour this all in. And you're going to get a little dirty just to let you know. Let me roll up my sleeves a little bit. And you're just going to mix this by your hand. And have a bowl of water to the side so you can dip your hands in it. Then we're just going to keep making it. And you're going to add in 1/4 of water. So let me just put in 1/4 of water, of warm water. Have it in here. And you're just going to mix it up again. You're going to mix it up until it gets firm into a ball. So keep doing it. And let's put a little bit more. Keep mixing it. This is the messy part. So you're just going to keep mixing it. And when it starts to get like this in your hands, just kind of dip your hands in some water, and it's okay because you're going to use this water as well. Let's keep mixing it. Pour the rest of this other 1/4. And if you put too much water in, it's okay, because all you're going to do is add a little bit more flour. And if it gets too thick, if you need more, if it gets too like doughy, then you just if it gets like this, like something kind of doughy like this, it's okay, because we're just going to keep going until it makes a ball. And if worse comes worse, we just add a little bit more flour. And if you pour too much water, just add more flour. So we're going to mix this all up. Give it a little bit more. I'm trying to get all this on the bottom. Making Bonnie. So bread. So we're making Italian bread. And these are going to be a little bit smaller loaves. So 2 people could probably eat off this loaf. You can use this bread with pasta. You can eat it by itself with dipping oil. You can also, what my grandmother used to do is do it with the Italian cheese. See how it's starting to get in there? I'm just going to add a little bit more so that it doesn't, there we go. Once you get it like this, then we're going to get 2 bowls. We're going to be splitting it in half in a minute. And when you put your 2 bowls in there, I'm trying to just get this off my hands. When you put these in the 2 bowls, you're going to split this in half and make sure your bowl has some flour in it and some plastic. So give me 1 moment. So here's one. I got my flour, and then you're going to put a little bit of flour on top. Just a little bit. And then you're going to cover it up in a wrapper like this. And then you're going to put it underneath some warm towels. for about an hour. I already have some right here done. So let me take this one out of this. And you're going to get like a cutting board, or you can use your countertops if you want. Just put a little bit of flour on bottom. I'm going to take this one out and then put that one in here. Put a little bit of flour. Let me put this back into a ball. Put a little flour back on there. And make sure you cover it up with saran wrap. And I have it underneath the towels. And again, these stay for 1 hour. Once the 1 hour is done with, you're going to grab your bread. You're going to put a little bit of flour on your board. And then you're going to roll it. You want it about 2 to 3 inches thick. Like this. And just keep rolling it. And then you're going to cover this for 30 minutes. Once it's covered for 30 minutes, you're going to set your oven at 410. At 410, and you're going to put it in there for 30 minutes. But after you let this cover for 30 minutes, when it comes out of, when it's ready, it's going to double its size. You're going to crack an egg, mix it up like you're doing a scrambled egg, do a wash over it to get that color, and then you're going to go ahead and get a bread knife and just make some slits in it before you put it in the oven. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Again, remember, let this rise for 30 minutes before you put it in the oven. And I just got some. Let me show it to you. Look how pretty. My grandmother Pearl will be proud of me. And let's cut it and taste it. See how pretty the egg wash makes it look? It gives it that pretty color. So if you don't put the egg wash on there, you're not going to get that pretty color. So make sure you do it. If you forget, got it in the oven, because that happened to me, I went back in there, just pulled the tray back out, and I got my wash. So it still got that pretty color. So let's taste the Bonnie. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on it. Taste with a little bit of olive oil. Usually it'd be like a dipping oil. Let's taste that. Nice and hot. Oh my gosh. This is really, really, really good. Delicious. It's fantastic. I made Italian bread earlier this year, and I think this recipe is a lot better. Excuse me while I swallow. And then that's my recipe for today for homemade Italian bread. You can follow me on Facebook at Recipe Amateur Investigator. Go to the group page. Or you can follow me. I'm still trying to chew this bread. Or you can follow me also on YouTube at Recipe Amateur Investigator. Click subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you next time. Again, later today, I'm going to be making a marinara sauce. Come back and visit me. See you later, guys. Thank you for coming into my kitchen. Bye-bye.